Ladies and gentlemen, next fight evening is 3 rounds in a cage legacy catchweight bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, weighing in under 63 kgs. Fighting out of SBG Cork, presenting Abanoub anger management first. And his opponent making his way to the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, weighing in under 63 kgs. Fighting out of SBG Charlestown, presenting Colm. Cage Legacy 10, this is Noel O'Keefe calling the action alongside Phil Campbell and the face of Bellator. Richard Kiley joins us. Colm Mhir, who's in the all black, taking on Abanoub who was in the red.
Fair's relatively young and in for the double leg takedown. Lands it just in the side control. Colm does the right thing by trying to get his back against the cage and work up from there. But Fair's elevating the legs and stopping Colm from getting that purchase against the cage.
Right, left hand, cross face left. Watch your neck here. Watch your neck here, Abanoub.
Colm doing the right thing by posting with that hand. Needs to be wary of the guillotine here. Another big double leg from Fairs.
Pull him away from the fence, Abanoub. Pull him away from the fence. There you go.
And again with the takedown, just solidifying position. Looking to step over and elevate those legs again, negating the purchase that Colm can get.
There we go.
Fairs, speaking to him during the week, he was saying he's really concentrating on his grappling as well. Training out of SBG Cork, 5 years under Liam Griffin, and he's a blue belt under John Kavanagh as well. So he's looking to showcase that. He's really fallen in love with MMA, coming from a K1 kickboxing background.
Well, may have just let Colm back into the fight there. Big knee to the body.
Nice knee, nice knee.
Fairs just putting a lot of pressure on Mhir here, and
I'd like to see him dig in for that underhook. He's established the double underhooks. Look for the trip takedown. Both men exchanging knees in the clinch.
These knees take their toll on the cardio.
this is the grueling end of mixed martial arts. Leaning all the weight in and landing small short shots on the inside as well, and Fairs is really putting Mhir under pressure with this style. Somewhat surprised with the K1 background of Fairs, but he's really putting it on Mhir here, and
just got caught on the break there.
A nice right hand and changes levels again.
Another big double leg. These are scoring high. These score really highly in MMA. That's maybe his 3rd or 4th double leg takedown.
Fairs timed them well off the shots, so just as Mhir is throwing the shots well timed and ducking in under them and taking the double leg.
Come on.
Fairs just working methodically against the cage right now.
Mhir is going to try and maybe use that cage to cage walk, but you can see Fairs stepping across, trying to scooch him away from that cage and not allow him to do that.
Still has the hands connected. He's maintaining that grip, which means as soon as Colm is able to get a little bit of base, he's able to take him right back down again.
Colm keep him nice and composed though, nice and composed.
A little break there. Fairs just almost stepped off for the second and allowed Mhir to get back to his feet. Your 10-second clapper just went, and Fairs maybe looking to land that one big knee.
Colm did land a clean uppercut there just on the break.
An excellent opening first round by the SBG Cork man.
First round there was a story all about takedowns. Takedowns scoring big there for Fairs.
Nickname anger management. He seemed to be in full control in the opening round. Dickie Larkin about to get us underway here. What does Colm Mhir need to do here, Richard, just to change it up a little here in the second round?
Well, you shouldn't be overcommit with the punches, because Fairs is just timing off those shots and just going in with double legs. And I like the way he's going down to the body, but he's leaving his chin open. He's leaving his chin open, so I wouldn't leave it dangling within range. They're getting caught straight away with a jab in the mouth.
Will be interesting as well here, Phil, to see will Fairs stay now in striking range and mix the fight up. Just as I say, that changes levels.
But what we see now from Colm is he's aware that that's the game plan of Fairs, so he has that. He's trying to stuff that takedown straight away with those double underhooks, and now going in for the underhook of his own. Yep. Thinking about the trip takedown.
Nice reversal.
Fairs ends up in half guard on top.
Half guard, a great position from which to land heavy strikes.
Changes up, looking for the choke here potentially. That looks on.
Could be going for the ninja choke.
Join your hands.
Lets it go. Establishes the underhook again.
Good awareness there by Mhir, just to be aware of the threat and try to get out of there first. He pulls him down again.
He keeps threatening with that high elbow guillotine.
Nice work.
Bit of a scramble.
Knee on the up. Knee up. Yes. Head control, Abanoub. Head control. Fight for head position.
And he just needs to be careful in the separation here. Colm landed a good shot in the first round just as they separated. So Fair's excellent fight IQ will have learned from that.
I'd like to see Fairs use that head a little bit more intelligently. Get that underneath the chin of Colm and use that as a way to control the body, because where the head goes, the body follows. No.
Mhir looking for the trip and a bit of a scramble, and Mhir does end up in the guard of Abanoub Fairs, right in the centre of the cage.
Be interesting to see how the blue belt works off his back now.
Right foot. Butterfly with the right foot.
Colm's got to use this to maybe put a stamp, get the respect of Fairs.
Could be setting up the triangle. He has wrist control, maybe looking to set up a triangle. It's that nice high guard. If he's nuanced enough, he may be able to utilise a little bit of rubber guard. There we go. Trying to work for that triangle. Needs to cut his angle. Lets it go.
He's really got to improve his position here. He is in danger. He wants to make a statement on the judge's mind as well here, and so far it's active affairs off his back.
I'd like to see Colm sit back on his heels a little bit, establish posture, break away, and then land those strikes.
Yeah, he's not landing anything of note here to do any damage. It's Faris that's doing the most threatening off the back.
And Fair's just trying to maybe scooch his way back to the cage.
Just perhaps trying to stall the action now, just hold on to his opponent and perhaps force the stand up from referee Dick Larkin.
Wouldn't be surprised if Dick steps in now to stand him up.
Time is going to escape Colm. Mhir here didn't really do anything with the takedown, but the takedown does score.
But then it asks the question of who do the points go to once it hits the ground, because we've seen Fairs being more active off his back. We've seen him threatening with his submissions.
Yeah, I'd have to say that. I'd have to say Faris for that. He looked more threatening. He was always looking to shift his hips, looking either to catch a triangle, and Colm didn't land anything of note on the ground. So
just waiting, just Dick Larkin just asking for the towel, I think, just to drive up on the cage. No, he's moving a corner, man. Only 2 permitted. We're underway here in the 3rd round, and interesting to see will Fairs want to get it back to the cage. It's back to the mat, I should say, but it was Mhir who tried to close the range, maybe look for the takedown there.
Fairs needs to straighten up that back a little bit, drive that head underneath the chin of Colm. Change levels here and perhaps shoot in on a single or a double.
Yeah, he likes using those knees from the clinch as well. Oh, nice takedown.
Cross face, left hand.
Fairs on top, maybe looking to set up a crucifix here.
Crucifix position here, and this is a very difficult position when you're on bottom and you get trapped there and you can't really defend. Maybe looking for a Kimura or potentially maybe a head and arm here. He seems to be trying to get his head under the left arm of the SBG Charlestown man.
Now switches in the north-south. Has the potential to set up a north-south choke. Or just make his opponent carry his weight from here, because it's not a nice position to be in. Once you get stood up in this position after carrying your opponent's weight for so long, you are laboured, you are tired.
Crucifix here, Abanoub. Let's get that.
In the corner, you might have picked it up on my speaker here. Nemo Griffin just calling for that crucifix position.
He needs to stuff the hand down if he's going to switch us in the scarf.
Nice damage, well done.
He's going to need to stuff that right hand down if he's going to move into the crucifix position.
He's looking to move a knee on belly here.
Knee right, mount here.
Colm needs to turn in as opposed to turning away. I'd like to see him turn in, get that knee shield, and perhaps there's that knee on belly.
Beautiful into full mount. The young man shown great fight IQ, and you can see him just look up to his corner and taking the instructions.
I'd like to see that good composure. So he's not being reactive and he's not panicking. He's nice and composed.
Colm's giving up the back here.
Trying to sneak that right arm under the chin and switches across. And Mhir's trying to improve his position, but just ends back up in full mount, and his arm is trapped, and now it's Fairs landing heavy shots on top.
He could set up the head arm triangle if he doesn't want to continue striking.
I think.
The head arm triangle's there if he wants it, but he's happy to land these.
Keep throwing them
thunderous
shots, and
punches.
the referee, Decky Larkin, looking very close here. The left arm is stuck here of Colm McGillivray, and
He has no way of defending himself right here. If Forrest just turns up the frequency of shots, it'll be calling an end to this fight.
hammer fist is there raining down, and McGillivray trying to cover in any way he can, and I think if he just lets his hands go, the referee will step in here.
So I think so, but it's good to see he's keeping composed. He's up on the frequency of the shots here.
They don't even need to be heavy shots, they just need to be consistent.
Brock Lesnar's little taps, but they all count on top, and Colm McGillivray has to. The whole thing is you have to defend yourself intelligently, and getting hit in the face open, no matter how big the shots are, isn't intelligently defending yourself, and you force the referee to make a choice. But in fairness to Colm McGillivray, he's fought his hand free and wants to stay in there. He's fighting all the way to the end.
It's a deeply unpleasant position to be in, I can assure you. Those are heavy shots.
The seconds feel like minutes, I suppose, in that position, and an excellent performance by the young man from SBG Cork. You will imagine he'll be getting his hand raised here in Dublin at Cage Legacy 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both fighters. After 3 rounds of action, we go to your judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 30-26. For your winner, by unanimous decision, Abanoub and your management.